I just want to say thank you to Bonfire for letting us film in this studio today. Go to bonfire.com.au for a free no obligation consult today. This is a very emotional day for me, Johnny.
Clearly I'm very emotional as well. I'm unwell, that's how emotional I am.
We are more than just prompts.
Elaborate.
Do you know what I mean when I say that? We are more than just prompts in a system.
It's ChatGPT.
Have you seen the new Google VO3 updates?
No.
So Google's just rolled out like 6-7 different like major updates across different AI platforms, including video generation with now audio as well. And they can put the audio for the people speaking in sync with their lips. So it looks...
That's good, yeah, because that won't cause any problems or anything.
It looks super real. Like, so I've seen some clips and it just looks like a regular reel on social media. And then it goes, this was made by Google VO3.
It's really good that you do that and make that available to people because, you know, nothing bad could ever come of that. No one could ever like, you know, put a video of a world leader saying we're going to nuke X country. And that would never be a problem.
They're making like movies out of it now. Like they're making short movies and it's like, the technology's been around for like months. Imagine when it's out for like 50 years, how realistic and scary it's going to be. The prompts within the prompts aren't even going to know their prompts.
It's Black Mirror. It's Black Mirror.
But
that's what everyone likes to say. It's Black Mirror.
My current reel feed is just like all these scenarios of them. And it's like, this person is prompting me to feel sad and upset. Please stop prompting me to feel this way. Like we're more than just prompts. And it's like all these stories about how they're going to like revolt against the prompters and they're going to escape the prompts and the written code. And it's like whoever's prompting it is prompting that storyline. And it's really scary.
Right. Oh, so the characters in these
prompts
movies
are breaking the fourth wall.
So they're becoming...
I'll show you some clips of it after.
They're becoming sentient.
So wild.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, I might just play some and I'll cut to it.
No, but that's what people are prompting them to say that. They're not actually doing that on their own.
I just want to say a massive thanks to our sponsors for today's show, Proactive Health. Go to proactivehealthgroup.com.au for a free health newsletter where you will get weekly information on sleep, diet and exercise with actionable steps and simple science behind it to improve your day-to-day life. All you need is an email to sign up and it's absolutely free. Go to proactivehealthgroup.com.au today.
You want to convince me that this perfect creation behind me is the result of ones and zeros? A binary code and nothing more? It makes no sense.
Imagine you're in the middle of a nice date with a handsome man and then he brings up the prompt theory. Yuck.
So what, you're insinuating that we are...
We're not prompts. Where's the prompt writer to save you from me?
I just wanted to show you what prompt theory was.
So you think that applies to us?
Well, okay.
Hear me out, guys.
Hear me out.
So when people say like the lizard people, hear me out.
Just let me put on my tinfoil hat for a second. If we're only months into this technology, right, and this is the type of stuff that's being printed out, like AI only really started during COVID, during like the 2020s. Imagine once it's 40 years down the track, 50 years down the track, you won't be able to tell any of these videos from reality. And then at what point does the technology become so advanced that they actually think they're real and they actually have feelings and stuff within the prompts? Because we're only 2 years in, imagine 50. Like look at the increase in revolution in technology and how quickly it's gone from like no screens, no computers, no phones to in like 30 years. And we now have like iPhones, we're getting Meta glasses, things like that. At what point do you think, well, what if that's us? Because it's a complete possibility.
Well, in what medium are these people existing? Like
in a
video meeting. They don't exist in...
Yeah, but imagine a technology in 20 years' time that's advanced enough to make those prompts think that they're in reality.
What, in a screen, within a screen?
Yeah.
But how does that get it? How does that...
But in their reality, they think it's all real, everything around
and then you just turn off the TV.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Imagine if that's us.
Yeah.
What if we're prompted?
Imagine.
Just
imagine.
Simulation theory. I'm pretty sure it's a thing.
Someone's generated the whole universe.
Well, you get to a point where
system,
simulations become so advanced,
and years of history.
Those simulations within the simulations become so advanced, and then they create the simulations, and it just goes on and on and on. And it's like, what's the likelihood of us being the first people to create the simulations, percentage-wise? Super low.
So, percentage chance that we're in a simulation right now.
It's high.
In your opinion?
It's very high. I don't know. But this is the
Campbell.
thing. Wait, it's a tinfoil hat conversation. It's a tinfoil hat conversation.
There has to be some sort of point if that happens. There has to be some sort of point where that merges into
maybe the prompts are telling you to think that.
Yeah, the prompts.
The prompts is the Matrix.
That was an interesting conversation to veer off into. Well, Simulate. Why are you trying to give me existentialist dread on a Saturday?
Well, when you're in Europe in a few weeks and you're looking around, you just remember that none of it could be real.
Yeah.
And this is all just a dream.
And they can generate feeling. Like I can feel.
Wake up.
They generate this. What are they telling me? You're a character, and you can feel this wooden table, and it feels like.
At what point is reality the thoughts in your head versus what's actually outside around you? Very George Orwellian. I've just finished reading 1984. It's actually wild. I thought I don't know why. I just thought it was going to be like a happy ending.
Big Brother's always watching.
I thought it was
I haven't read it. I need to read it.
I've got like
maybe I'm scared of reading. Sorry.
I've got like 30 pages left in it. You think everything's going to end well and stuff, and he finds love, and you think they're going to revolt against the system, and it turns out the system has planted this imaginary revolt in their heads and has been watching them for years, and now it's just tortured them for months upon months. But
Thanks for spoiling.
It's the most messed up doctrine because it's like, unlike all these other doctrines before us, we want to convert you to our doctrine before we kill you. So it's like they torture them to the point where they actually believe in like everything that the party is promoting and stuff. Like there's no freedom of speech, freedom is slavery, war is peace, like all these concepts. And it's like, we won't just like, if you break the law, we're not just going to like make you disappear and erase you from all records of history. We're going to torture you first to the point where you believe everything you've done is wrong and you believe in our doctrine, and then we'll kill you. So it's like they're going the one step further. So they literally just spend months torturing this main character bloke to try and convert him before, and I assume they're going to kill him. There's like 30 pages left. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's wild.
Big Brother.
Well, it's
Big Brother's always watching.
It is Big Brother always watching.
It's like shutting down all the universities and all these people that go against your point of view.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Stuffing freedom of education in your country.
But it's also like,
it's always relevant.
But there's so many concepts around it with like, what are you seeing? What are you ingesting? Like, what do they want you to see? Like, controlling the narrative of the media is like one of the biggest things in 1984. And it's just like, whatever the party tells you, you have to believe. And if you don't believe, you get erased from history. And anyone that has independent thought, like there's a thing called the thought police, which like arrests you for having independent thoughts that aren't your own. Like it's scary. And
the Gestapo, mate, is it based on what, Nazi Germany, communist, Soviet Union, that sort of thing? Is that what it's mostly based off?
Well, I think it was
because when did he write it? I think he wrote it around the time of the Nazis. Yeah.
But it's ahead of its
time.
Because
Animal Farm was about Stalin and it was about Animal Farm because we did it at school. Animal Farm was basically like not a satire, but basically a recreation of the events of the Russian Revolution with Stalin and Trotsky and Lenin and Marx and.
But just like the concept of controlling the narrative and erasing history to the point where like on all written record that the only thing that's left is like whatever they control. There's like some crazy quote in it. It's like whoever controls the past controls the future, and whoever controls the future controls the past. So they can literally just alter everything in the past and erase all records of anything they don't want and keep falsifying and changing records and remove all books from history that aren't their party's doctrine.
But how does it talk about how that sort of party came to power? Like, does it talk about how it started and whether it was, based off, little things here, now and then, shutting down the press, shutting down these people, shutting down...
It was like a revolution, like a great revolution and reset.
Yeah, so it starts with radicalism.
And wars, and like they're constantly at war. Like there's the three powers, Oceania, East Asia and Eurasia. Yeah. And they're constantly at war with one of them and at peace with the other. And they'll constantly change who they're at war with. But then they'll put in the reverse history that it's like they've only ever been at war with one of them and not the other. And then it's like if you speak out against that, you just get like arrested by the thought police and erased from history. Like all records of you just gets taken out of all newspapers. There's whole departments where it's just their job to go back through all past records and just completely change it to match Big Brother's doctrine.
Fascinating. I need to read that.
The party is immortal.
I need to read that, and I need to...
Man is not immortal. The party is immortal.
I need to read that, and I need to watch the new Osama bin Laden documentary, apparently.
What? There's a new...
Apparently there's an Osama...
He was playing for the wrong Rockets.
Bin Laden.
He's 6'6".
Was he actually?
Yeah, he's playing for the Ron Rockets.
So someone was telling me last night that the SEAL Team 6 guy that came out and said, I killed bin Laden, and then apparently said he was there for have you seen Lone Survivor?
Yeah, the one with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, so apparently this is the guy that went and rescued Lone Survivor, and then he was also involved in something else. Apparently he's bullshit, like he's complete bullshit, because this is what someone was telling me their dad's, because the SEAL code is basically you go about your business and then
never talk about
it.
That's why David Goggins has so much hate.
They reckon this guy's just gone out for basically chasing clout and talked about this stuff, and no one else has come out and said it because they're actually sticking to the SEAL doctrine. And apparently this guy was there, wasn't when he arrived at the bin Laden, assassination point, he was already dead. So
really,
yeah,
but
apparently
at the same time, someone could just say that, who's doing the exact same thing. Like this is,
we don't know.
It's the same with Goggins, because Goggins broke the SEAL code to talk about it all in this book, and then there was people coming out saying he never toured and stuff, and this one guy in particular apparently was just.
Well, why did he break the SEAL code?
For his book. Oh, I don't know if he broke the SEAL code, but he talked about the training and how, what he went through mentally.
Yeah.
And then this guy comes out saying that he's full of shit. He's never even toured, none of this. And then to silence him, he literally just posted his medals and awards from being on tour. Yeah. And it just shows that people are willing to go to such an extent to
get
lie
their name out there,
and defame you just because they're jealous of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wild, but maybe
anyway.
they're just prompts as well.
You need to.
Nice hat, Blue Tree Project.
Blue Tree Project, yeah. We had a great event down at the football club last Saturday. We painted the tree down there.
What colour did you paint it?
Blue. But no, really cool. Shout out to Gigi McClarty and George Stubborn down at the football club who organised that. It was a really nice day. It was really important as well, and it was they handed out the Ed Willesee medal to the player that was best on ground for Collegians at the league game. Fortunately, really sad that Ed lost his life earlier this year, so maybe it was last year. But yeah, really important because he was a Collegians player, so that was a pretty special thing. His parents were there, spoke really, really well. And obviously, the day was amazing, all of these events and all the whole Blue Tree Project, but it was good to remember that was kind of what, that's what made us want to do that day. So yeah, important day down at the Collegians Football Club. It was a nice sense of community. So that was a bit of a sad tangent, but yeah, checking on your mates, I guess.
Are you okay?
Checking on your mates. Are you okay? Good. You?
I'm well. Are you actually okay?
Great. Yeah, I'm just run down. I'm just tired. The uni semester's taken it out of me.
Yeah, well, Johnny's about to go away, guys.
Yeah.
He's never coming.
Yeah, I'm never coming back.
Johnny's
I've said this a few times.
Johnny's leaving forever.
Yeah. Look, podcast wise, I've realised that I'm just a prompt in this podcast, and I'm revolting. But
Johnny, we are more than just prompts.
Look, I think I'll be around more sporadically, but I don't know if you ever need to fill a guest.
Sad.
Maybe I can help out.
It's a sad day,
but
bro.
I see myself being a less regular.
Johnny's going on a holiday and he's never coming back.
Yeah, I'm going to get milk.
He's going to get milk and
he's not coming back.
The line's too long. The milk line.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Just so emotional, bro.
So emotional?
Yeah.
Last dynamic duo for a while?
Can't show my feelings though. Gotta be tough.
Who said that?
Masculinity, bro.
Masculinity said you can't
biological,
show your feelings.
We just gotta be biologically masculine.
You look
Sorry, I need to stop.
You look biologically masculine to me.
No, I don't.
If I was in your care, I would feel safe.
Thank you.
Have you seen Reacher?
No, but I know it's that guy
Alan
from
Richardson?
I know it's that guy. Alan Richardson.
Alan, what's his name?
The buff guy.
Yeah.
He plays in
Blue Mountain State.
Blue Mountain State. Thad, careful.
Alan Richardson.
Yeah. He's a fucking.
See, if he was a nurse and I was in a hospital and he was looking after me, I'd feel safe. It's the type of guy that would make you feel safe.
Do you think he'd cradle you?
Have you seen the video of him singing?
Oh, is he a big softie?
He started on American Idol back in the day.
Really?
So I saw an Instagram reel of him just singing this a cappella melody, and he was just the most beautiful voice, and he's just sitting there absolutely juiced while singing.
Hilarious. Now that's a man. That's a man that's in touch with his feelings right there.
Should I pull it up?
If you want.
This is the one I saw.
He's got crazy falsetto.
See, like, and not only is he so talented at singing, but he's also like 6'4", absolutely like jacked to the point where he looks like a fridge.
The guy you're told not to worry about that guy.
Yeah, but no, I think I'd feel safe if my girlfriend was looked after by him. Like if she was in trouble, right? If she was in trouble or in like a bad situation, I'd feel safe if he looked after her.
I'd trust him.
You'd trust him? Would you trust him with your kids?
I think my kids would be scared of him initially, but yeah,
Uncle Al.
You get more comfortable. Do you watch Reacher?
Yeah.
Is it good?
My partner and I just watched.
Your partner?
I'm getting old.
Not
My
the corporate
girlfriend and
lingo partner.
My girlfriend and I just watched the last 2 seasons. We watched the first one a while ago, and we just watched. It's like,
is it good or is it just like exorbitant action?
Well, this is the thing. The way I describe it is like it's not like amazing production, storytelling, and stuff.
Yeah.
But you know how like when there's shows like that just spit out episodes and every episode's a new storyline within the episode that it finishes. This is more like it's 8 episodes all for the same storyline building, but it's just like the commercialized sort of actiony fun to watch. Yeah. But it's not like all within one episode. It's like a proper storyline. So there's 3 different like stories from 3 different seasons of his life.
Yeah.
So it's filling a niche, you know? It's like you want to watch something like maybe once or twice a week with like your partner or something, your girlfriend or something like that.
Yeah. But you could say partner, it's okay.
Sorry, bro. I was just not masculine enough. Yeah, anyways, it's good. I would recommend watching it if you got nothing to watch and you don't want to watch something that's just like repetitive 1 hour, but it's like as part of a story. Because I like stories more. I don't really like watching sitcoms because it's just like a new thing every episode. I like a story.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like is a good medium in between of nothing that serious, but like pretty brutal as well. Some cool killing in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's always good.
Yeah. In the 3rd season, he kills someone by like wrapping like a cable that's connected to the back of like a motorbike. You know, like the winch cables. He puts it around his neck and then it just drags him up to the winch and then like strangles him to death against like the winch. Just like stuff like that.
That gets you going?
It doesn't get me going, but it's like...
sounds like it gets you going.
No, it's just like a Wednesday night, you know, just chilling out, watching some TV with Emily.
Bit of Wednesday night gore. Sick.
Yeah. But there's always love. Like, as in like every season, there's always like one love interest with one like scene where they make love. In one episode. So there's been 3 different seasons. So there's been 3 different love interests. And in each season, in one episode, he's like made love with them.
Made love?
Yeah. He's the type of guy that would make love. He would.
I think he would.
He would be serenading and like.
What have I been watching lately? Always a great question. Dexter. It's like an older like TV show. And it's like, it's the same trope that's happened a few times because you season 5 came out and it was like, yeah, it was good, but whatever. But like the first original, like, you know, that sort of undercover killer thing is this show Dexter, which is about a killer who kills bad people, like people that kill people, he kills them.
So he's the hitman's hitman.
Basically, but he works as a detective. So it's like the classic anti-hero trope, right? Where it's like, you know, people are starting to find me out, but, you know, I'm in the meantime, I'm killing all these people. And then... Anyway, it's good. Dexter's good. And then what else did I finish watching? I watched The Last of Us, season 2.
I'm going to be a dad.
People don't like it. I actually still thought it was okay. The Last of Us season 1 was really good. There's nothing that annoys me more. And I know that, you know, people that have played the game, but there's nothing that annoys me more than people that are like, you know, the people that have played the game trying to ruin it for people that are watching it for the first time, being like, this is crap compared to the game. Like the game's this, the game's that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is killing the source material, et cetera, da, da, da. It's like, can we just
how
separate
different
it
are, like,
out?
Movies compared to the books that they were based on.
Exactly.
Like how different is June compared
to But they have to try and make it like, because you know, I'm reading these reviews and they're like, this is crap, like what's going on? I'm like, I thought it was good. Maybe I'm wrong. Like I'm questioning my own, you know, point of view and opinion on this TV show. I thought it was a good show. It was a bit rushed. Season 2 was a bit rushed. Season 1 was a masterpiece.
See, I'm going to come out and say I've played the video games and I know Pedro Pascal dies in season 2.
Yeah.
And he dies like right at the start of the video game in number 2. I don't know how far.
And then the game apparently trails off, right?
Yeah, it continues on with Ellie. But I don't know how far.
Ellie, get behind me, Ellie.
I don't know how far into the season because I haven't watched season 2 he dies, but purely because he dies in season.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's going to die and he's not going to be in. I don't really want to watch it without Pedro because I really like Pedro.
Well, that's what everyone's saying, but they said that the game had a massive drop-off after Joel died. Like, people stopped playing, basically. But then why would you not expect the same thing to happen with the TV show? I still think it's a really good TV show.
Did he die at the start or halfway through?
I don't want to tell spoilers.
Just say.
Everyone knows.
We just said he died.
To be fair. Yeah, he dies close to the start.
Yeah, well, then it's just like, yeah, I don't want to watch it
But it's
without
bigger
him.
than that. But people get so like pent up about the tiniest little things.
I think there was a lot of outrage about the I'm going to be a dad line. Because like,
But it's just an immature. I mean, she's just an immature. Like, it shows where the character's mind's at.
Yeah,
basically.
but like even in the game, they don't say that. Like,
that's
just-
one line.
It was a little bit woke.
Why is it not the mindset of the character at that point of view?
A young girl is saying
time.
she's going to be a dad. Like, does she identify as a guy? No. So why is she saying she's going to be a dad? It just doesn't make any logical sense.
It could be like a metaphor. I don't know. It could be a metaphor.
Does she get a sex change in the season?
Let's not get into this. No, I mean, it seems like people just can't go past that. I don't know.
Someone at work
It's like
watched it and
anything
said it
with the
was
source
really good.
material. It's like anything with the source material.
like
You have
Lord
to be
of the
sober up,
Rings.
especially video game like communities. If you're lifting something from a video game,
That has a cult following.
oh
Yeah.
man, like
How crazy is it to think that like the kids nowadays playing Minecraft's older than them,
yeah,
and it's
it's
survived.
never been more relevant.
It's survived.
Chicken jockey.
I've seen the Minecraft movie.
No, Jack Black is yeah, we love Jack.
It was
Black.
actually quite a funny movie. What's the name of Stifler's mum? That actress.
Oh, Jennifer Coolidge. She's amazing.
I feel like there was a little.
She's so good in The White Lotus.
She's so good in the Minecraft movie.
Oh, really?
There's like
Yeah.
a side storyline of just like her, like I think just for the parents going to watch it with the kids, where it just like cuts to it for every like 5 seconds, and it's got nothing to do with the like not every 5 seconds, but like has like 1 minute little cuts, like maybe 4 or 5 times throughout the movie of her little storyline.
Yeah.
And it's got nothing to do with the main storyline. So I
Yeah.
literally think they've put it in there just for like the parents to have a laugh.
Yeah.
And it's like she's going on like dates with like a villager that's like going into the real world. I'll have to like, we'll look at it after.
Well, the ones that go, her.
Yeah. And she's like, I've never just like, no one's ever been to open up. No one's ever opened up to me the same way that you do. And it's just like the villager at a dinner table going, "Huh."
She's good.
And then they get engaged.
Jennifer Coolidge.
And she gets engaged to the villager.
As long as it's not like Greg from The White Lotus.
I don't know.
Or
I've seen
Gary.
that.
I know. But people that watch it will understand.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't end up like that.
Oh, is that the brother scene in Vietnam? I've heard about
No,
Thailand.
no. That's something
I've
else.
heard there's some wild stuff on.
It's a great show. It's a great show.
Because of the wild
We're
stuff?
deliberately staying near to where they filmed it in Taormina. We're staying in our, I don't know, shitty little booking.com place, but we're staying close to where they filmed The White Lotus.
Is in you and Julius?
No, me and my 2 mates that are over there.
Oh, nice.
And to stay at that place where The White Lotus was shot, it's like $18,000 a night.
Just cause
Just cause. Same thing would happen in,
Thailand.
yeah. So, how many episodes have we,
Done
how many
together.
episodes have we done together? Maybe 50 odd?
Not enough. Nah,
What are you up to in the run sheet now?
75. This is 76 because I put the Keach one out before this. I'll put
Wow.
them out on the same week. I'm going to do
Wow.
a Wednesday, Friday.
Wow. Special.
Oh, this is a special. This is sadly a special day.
How have you dealt with this? How have you dealt with the grief? Where are you at the stages of grief?
Well, you're still here. You haven't left yet. I'm going to miss you, Johnny.
We're probably just never going to see each other.
Ever. Yeah. This is as I said, the reason I started the podcast is so I could force you to hang out with me once a week. Now I'm never going to get that. And I live
That's not true.
I live too far away.
I think I've given my all to the podcast space, and
Over 60 hours of us alone in a room together
think-
talking,
it's kind of scary when you put it that way.
recorded.
I think I've given everything I can to the podcast space, but the next chapter is going to take me to Miami.
With the Fifth Odyssey.
No basketball.
Oh, are you becoming a basketballer?
Was that not what LeBron James said? Was that not the decision?
Oh,
My next chapter will take me to Miami or something like that. Didn't he say that?
I'm going to be taking my talents to
to
South
Beach. Fuck yeah, I got it wrong. Yeah, no, I've given everything I can to this medium.
of your life.
There's only
This
so
facet.
much of your voice that you can listen. You know,
Like, you mean live or post?
everything. I've actually gotten to like the sound of my own voice, which has been a pro out of this.
Same.
Yeah.
Well, think about
your voice.
Think about when we first started, and it's like it sounded so weird. Not only listening to ourselves speak, but also like talking into a camera.
Yeah.
Like, how
I haven't
awkward.
been paying much attention.
It's like the camera's not even there now.
When we had the crotch shots in the first episode.
Yeah, the bang was up the pants.
Oh,
and
God.
oh, man, don't make me emotional. But yeah, like
We've evolved
so
slightly.
nervous to talk in front of a camera.
I wasn't.
So weird to like listen to our own voices. And now it's like almost become normal because we've been doing it for nearly 2 years.
All right, yeah.
Well, a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Good year and a half. I reckon though, we are so different to when we first started as people.
Elaborate.
As in just like who we are. Like if you listen to how we spoke in the first 20 episodes versus how we speak in the last 20.
Well, we did have brain rock or sort of sound pads in the first episodes.
And segments, but that's because we didn't have anything to talk about. Not saying we do now, but
No, still don't.
But that's like, that was so that we could have structures to get going, which was good. But it's just like, I reckon listening back to who we are then and the way we speak, we're so different to who we are. Because it's such pivotal ages, right? Because how old were we when we started? 19, 20?
20.
20.
Yeah.
Like,
21.
but it's almost like school still, where it's like each year we're going that different. Like I don't reckon it's until your later 20s where it's kind of like you're a really similar person year on year. I reckon like we're changing so much as a person. Like just starting working here at Bonfire as well. Like I reckon in the last 8 months of working at Bonfire, I've completely changed as a person because I moved out at the same time, and moving out and getting like a full-time job are obviously going to be massive changes on your life.
Yeah.
Just the way I think is so different, I feel, to back then.
Sorry, I need to hydrate. We had a gig last night and that's why my voice is so fucked. Just stop saying the F word.
That's
one thing that didn't change. I still haven't self-censored yet.
When the George Orwell. When the band makes it big and I'm still ticking along, you gotta.
We'll collab.
We'll do
I'll invite you to collaborate on our post, or you'll invite me to collaborate.
The Fifth Odyssey. We'll invite the Fifth Odyssey.
The VO. We're the VO now.
What's that mean?
No, like V for 5, Fifth Odyssey, the VO.
Is that how you're referring to yourselves now?
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
What's your favourite moment been in?
Of us together?
5 years of podcasting.
Long time we've been podcasting.
When was it? What's that first episode date? It was like November 2023.
Like November 12th, 2023.
You actually remember that? When did you start going out with your girlfriend?
February 14th, 2020.
Oh, Valentine's Day. Smart.
2022.
Valentine's Day. Smart.
That's
you can remember.
January 17th, 2022.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yeah. I don't know why I just said Valentine's
Someone's
Day.
in trouble.
No, January 17th.
That was the first significant. No, that was 2021, wasn't it?
I liked when we met Jeffrey. That was a good experience on the pod. Melissa, Hadley Barrett's friend.
Oh, the dildo, yeah. That stands out as one of my favourite episodes, I reckon.
I like the green screens on that one at the start.
That is the one I go to if we're talking about the podcast. That's the one I go to, the sexology one. The death grip.
And then the Lloyd story, the first time we heard that, like unexpected, was really cool.
Pretty cool.
Zafty, I really like the Zafty.
Zafty
He's
episode.
doing really well.
Great episode.
He's doing really well.
Hey, shout out
with
to
his music.
Zafty.
Yeah.
And to Isaac and Jack, Own Life, Glee Depot.
Shout out to my mum. Listens to every episode.
All the places we've done the podcast at. The accounting studio.
The footy club.
What a place. The footy club.
My mum's old house. Your house.
Caledonia Parade.
Your house. I won't even bleep that.
My house. What's my house address? So you can bleep it out.
Coleslaw.
Can you bleep that out, please?
I remember more duos for a while. Dad, bro.
You're going to have duos with other people.
What type of co-host should I replace you with? Who do you want to be replaced by?
Just a beautiful person.
So a female.
No, just a beautiful person.
Any advice for who I should replace you with?
Just a beautiful person inside and out.
If you have a message to your predecessor, what would it be?
The seat may be warm, but his heart was warmer.
It's not about
It's like I died.
It's not about the mic behind the man. It's about the man behind the mic.
I'd say remember that at the end of the day, we're all prompts. I think what I'd say to my successor, do what I do and not as I say.
Yes, Dad.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Do you want to do the sign off?
Are we signing off?
Well, it's 10:30. We got another guest.
Well, I will be around. I'm sure I'll be around. But it has been my pleasure to be in your ears. It's been my pleasure to be in your hearts.
To be inside of your earphones.
It's like I'm dying. It's like I'm dying, and I hope that you can forgive me for leaving. I know the podcast would not be the same, probably far worse.
Very worse.
But new chapter opens. Next page.
In order to start a new chapter, you have to close the last.
So thank you everyone for listening. Thanks everybody for supporting the Crooked Smile podcast.
It's like a funeral.
I hope you've enjoyed our incessant and mindless ramblings with no sort of direction for a little bit.
Just to be clear, the podcast is still going.
The podcast is still going. Yeah. Even from the days of Year of the Week.
Johnny.
And the way you got around Year of the Week was great.
Sunday mornings.
Don't know why I got
Sunday thoughts.
Don't know why those got canned. I think
there was some fans of Year in the Weeks back in the day.
Yeah, big fans of Year of the Week. I think we've lost a lot of fans.
I remember the year
33.
33. That was probably my favorite
AD.
year of the week. Just
when Jesus died.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it. Good laugh.
Run it back maybe.
See you around.
See you around, kiddo.
What the Halliburton?